What's going on, guys? Cosmic Collector here, and in today's video we'll be unboxing the Masterlise Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This is the Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku Battle of the Super Saiyan Masterlise Ichibansho statue. Super Saiyan 3 is probably my favorite transformation. I love the design, so I instantly pre-ordered this statue. The box is a lot larger than my other Masterlise statues, so I'm excited to check it out. In my next video, I'll be reviewing the Ban Presto Theorama Shanks, so stay tuned for that video. I also still have a ton of great statues on pre-order, so if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those reviews. Here's a quick look at the bottom of the box. And here's a look at the top. Now let's go and jump into the unboxing. Alright, now that we got everything unboxed, we do have some assembly. Goku comes fully assembled, so let's start by attaching him to the base. His feet will attach into the base like so. He can stand with just the base, but we'll go ahead and attach the stand to support the weight of his hair. Alright, so you want to attach the stand to the base first, and then his hair will just drop down on top. So the stand will go sideways in between these two pieces here. So we have the larger section of his hair on the right, and a smaller section on the left, and it'll just slide in through the middle. Lastly, we have his halo, and that will just peg into the hole in the top of his hair. And that'll just slide in like so. Alright, now that we have everything fully assembled, let's go ahead and take a closer look.
I'm sorry that took so much longer than the others, but I haven't had much occasion to practice this one. This is what I call a Super Saiyan 3.
Overall, this is an incredible Super Saiyan 3 statue. The statue is huge and definitely a lot larger than my other Masterlise and Grandista Dragon Ball figures. Masterlise did a perfect job capturing Goku's look and design, and they nailed his pose and expression. The sculpt and paint is perfect, and it looks like he jumped straight out of the anime. I love the clear stands we get with these Ichibansho statues. This one has a smaller footprint and supports the statue well. Starting off with his boots, they're really well sculpted. There's a nice texture across the boot portion, and the rope laces also came out great. Goku's gi looks amazing. They nailed the sculpt and design and perfectly captured the layers and volume of the material. We can see the weight and movement throughout his pants. And the shading and sculpted creases give the pants a realistic, loose-fitted look. The belt is also really well done, and we can see the fabric of his gi being compressed underneath. The sculpt and design of the upper portion and undershirt is also perfect, and the paint and textures throughout his gi really give the statue a premium look. They perfectly captured Goku's Super Saiyan 3 anatomy, and the sculpt and design of his muscles are perfect. The sculpt and shading throughout his arms, chest, and neck really highlight that iconic Dragon Ball style, and they perfectly captured Goku's Super Saiyan 3 build. They absolutely nailed the volume design of Goku's hair, and I love how much longer it gets during this transformation. Each spike or section of his hair is really well sculpted and shaded, and I love the strand that hangs down across his forehead. My statue did have a few minor paint defects throughout the hair. It almost looks like mold or something underneath the plastic. It doesn't wipe off, so it's not surface level. So it could just be a defect in the plastic itself. It's not noticeable unless you're looking for it, but I thought it would be worth mentioning since I'm not sure what it is. The design of the halo is pretty simple, but it looks nice and I love the floating effect. You can display the statue with or without the halo, but the hole where it pegs into his hair might be visible depending on how you have it displayed. Lastly, they nailed Goku's face and head sculpt and perfectly captured his serious expression. I love how his facial features change with this transformation, and they did a great job capturing his more prominent eyebrow ridge. His ears are really well sculpted, and the decals used for his eyes are perfect. I love the extra lines they used to enforce his serious expression, and they nailed his demeanor. Overall, this is an amazing Super Saiyan 3 statue, and I don't think it'll ever leave my collection. Alright, and now for the size of the statue. The highest point is going to be his halo, and that stands at around 12¼ inches, or about 31½ centimeters. For size comparison, here it is next to a Funko Pop, and here it is next to a Funko Out of Box. Here it is next to the Masterlise Plus, Goten and Trunks. And here it is next to the Grandista Gotenks. Here it is next to the Masterlise Majin Vegeta. And here it is next to the Masterlise Future Trunks. And lastly, here it is next to the Fantastic Adventure 2, Goku and Krillin. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and let me know down in the comments what your favorite transformation in Dragon Ball is. And since you made it this far into the video, go and check out one of the two popping up on the screen now. The one on the left is a video that YouTube's recommending just for you, and the one on the right is a video that I recommended. And until next time, God bless.